Hi Flosstube, we are rolling. Welcome back to our 8th video. I'm just looking to see what the camera's on. We just double checked. We're at number 8. It is Sunday the 30th? No, 29th?
29th. April 29th.
April 29th. I know that because my taxes are due tomorrow. My income taxes. And we're back for another video. We are now in in my craft room again. So we've got it finagled so that the camera doesn't show the helicopter light of my pot light. So we'll see. You might come crashing down at some point.
We'll just fix it and keep going.
We'll just go with it.
Yeah.
Regular. Go with it. So we have our giveaway we have to announce our giveaway winners.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Moby. My laundry room is right next door. And the litter box is there. Moby! Sorry. I know what he's doing. I scooped the box, so I don't think there's anything in it. He eats the kitty litter. Get out of there! Now you're licking your chops.
Okay.
I didn't mean to yell that right into your ear. Real life, people.
Anyways, that's right. Real life. So, oh God.
Yeah, we both really weren't feeling this today too much. Like, we could both give it a pass. Well,
because you know why? It's been a long time. Like, it's been a couple weeks.
Been a while.
And so I feel a little bit like...
Well, we want to do it.
A couple times we had plans to do it, and then we're... You want to do it? Or you want to do it? Oh.
So we always...
Life, right?
Yeah, real life. So, what was I saying?
Okay, so we want to announce... Okay, so we want to announce our giveaway winners. We showed 2 patterns because we're over 1,000 subscribers that we would like to give away. So,
we have that. We'll do that at the end.
We've been having some stitch with us, real live, in person.
They were a success, I think.
Yeah, well, we had one video, but I'm talking about when we went to Kim's house.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yeah, we went to Crafty Kim's house, and we had a great time. And we have another stitch night planned in a couple of weeks. And
then the retreat.
And then the retreat, which I've been having nightmares about. Not nightmares, but dreaming about the retreat. Like, I really have been dreaming that I've been continuing my shopping in my dreams. Anyways.
Reflection of real life.
Reflection of real life. So, let's show them what we have finished, because we were doing a Sal, Stitching Social Strawberry Sal.
On Instagram.
Yeah.
And it's not too late. If you're stitching that or want to, come
some
join.
People that are still working on it.
Still working on it. Yeah. Recently started. Our mom's doing it, and she is working on it still. So.
You know what? I didn't bring the pattern.
And I realized as we were setting up, I think mine is somewhere over there in my built-in.
You know what? It doesn't matter. Everybody knows what the pattern looks like.
Revert back to our last video.
Yeah. In our Stitch With Us video, we were stitching this.
Yes, we both were. And I got no stitch. Everything I stitched on that Stitch in Me, I had to forget. So this is mine. Let's see if we can do it.
Oh, it's so pretty.
So I just framed it.
It's so petite.
And that's maybe a little bit better. It is 1/1. This is a thrift store frame that I found, and I made it my own. Instead of birds, I put little strawberries. And
yeah, that's cute.
I didn't do all of the tiny motifs, floating objects, as our mom calls them, and I made my own there. And then I put some of the lyrics on the bottom.
Yeah, that's cute.
Straighten out.
What book did you use to chart that?
I'll grab it. It was a book that...
Yeah, let me hold it up again really close.
Oh, yeah, you do that.
So cute. I love seeing everybody's post on Instagram about this. This is such a cute Sal.
So, and then you can see my sweatpants. So I use this book, 101 Alphabets by Dale Burdett. Hey. This is the one that D Squared was talking about.
Yeah, I was going to say, who showed that?
Yeah, she used it for her Telling of the Bees, I think it's called.
Oh, it's so
and
cute.
She says, oh, if there's anybody who's looking for it and you see it, it's out of print, but grab it. And they both of them had it. And our mom had a copy of this. So I went to her house one night to stitch, and I wanted to look at her alphabet books because she has a lot of them. Well, not a lot, but she has a lot of everything. So she would have one. So she let me borrow. She wrote down my name and the date I took it.
Well,
I had to check it out of her library.
Because she's going to forget which kid took it.
Right. So this was really good. So I chose one of them. And I totally just guessed on the placement of it. And then my intention was to do it all around, but that didn't work. So I just did it on the bottom.
I like how it's off-centered a little bit.
Well, I off-centered it. So then I did Strawberry Fields Forever.
And your initials are on here too, right?
No.
Oh.
I'm writing it out. I'm going to write it on the back.
I like the little wire on the back.
Yeah,
it's hung in a really, really cute spot.
Yeah, I came home one day because it was just sitting.
It doesn't really appreciate it on screen how tiny and little it is. Like, it's so... Like, it's like a little picture frame. It's like a little 5x7 picture frame.
It is a 5x7 picture frame.
I know.
So I had it just resting on our peninsula, and I came home from work, and it was hung up. So Mike hung it up because he's... I wasn't too partial of the spot he chose.
I like it. I like the spot.
Oh, it's growing on me, and a second opinion, an unbiased opinion. So
I noticed it right away.
Fields. Yeah, because you walk into the house and you can...
My Strawberry Fields is not... It's done, but it's not finished because I can't make up my mind. So I went to Michael's yesterday to get some frames. I finished some stuff. I posted on Instagram about that. I'll show you. I brought it. But I took like 5 things with me, and I don't know if... Like, I don't know if the quality at Michael's is going down or they're in between seasons and they just don't have the new stuff. I mean, there's lots of sales on frames right now, but I was a little disappointed because I only got one frame and it was for my applique, or not my applique, my embroidery piece.
You guys are lucky in the States. You've got Hobby Lobby. Does Joanne sell frames?
No, they're fabric and like notions and stuff, yeah.
Because I believe it was Lori that was saying, Lori S. was saying that you can get deep set frames from Michael's. I don't know about that here. So add more to our shopping list.
Further, I didn't iron this. It's all kind of rolled up from yesterday at my Michael's trip. But so yesterday I said to her, well, you know what? We're talking more about the trip because that's all we talk about a lot, either cross stitch or the trip.
Even my husband said, we were talking till like midnight one night, and he was coming to bed, and he says, I don't understand. What do you guys talk about every day for hours? Because we do talk a lot.
Right. We do.
Anyway, I interrupted you.
That's okay. So I was saying like, oh, we should definitely we're gonna get some frames from Hobby Lobby when we're on our trip, right? Like we're gonna have to get a whole bunch of them. Like just if we like them, get them, right? Because you have to, and when you buy frames, you have to make sure that they're not split here in the corners because some of them have the
you buy them brand new and
they're brand new and they're split. So be careful.
That's crafty, How they put. I laugh whenever I say but they put the cardboard to to protect the corners, and then you take it home when you get home.
Well, you have to just kind of lift them up a little bit and look to make sure that they're not cracked. Split. Because there was a really nice blue one that I wanted to frame my Blackbird design piece on the Merry Christmas sampler. Anyways, I couldn't. It was like broken. I don't know how they think they can sell stuff like that, but I don't know. The Michael's near us is not very great. The service is like terrible.
Often I go for a color, for a DMC.
And they don't have it.
And they don't have it.
That's really frustrating.
Problems did.
That happened to me recently. Anyway, so whatever.
But it's right around the corner from our house, so I mean it's pretty.
We can't complain.
Some people have to travel.
So I finished.
Or buy online.
Right. Which I've been doing a lot of that. My order came in. I'm going to show you. So, this is my piece that I did, and I did it on 32 count on flax. I think it's called flax or something like that.
That's what you said.
Linen. And
really nice, guys.
I put, what does it say in the corner? Stitching social.
she said, I have a great idea. It's going to make you cry. Bring a tear to your eye.
Did it bring a tear to your eye?
It did. Emotionally.
So,
inside.
It took me a really long time. Like, that looks super fancy, but it took me a long time to chart it out. I used a font book that I had. I should have brought it. Maybe if somebody wants to know about it. Whoa, we might lose the slow leaning. So I omitted the bird. Where did I? Where it says Stitching Social, there was a bird. And I'm like, oh, no, 2 birds. 1 bird's enough. So I did that. And
we also found some, I don't know if they were mistakes, but not there. It was
like omissions in
continuity.
Yeah, like here in the corner.
Yeah,
this right here, this one, there was no berry. And then somewhere up here, there was no berry. And
then some, like the vine didn't connect in a few spots.
Yeah.
The bud, you found that one. There was a bud.
Yeah, this little bud here. This little bud, it wasn't charted. So, I don't know. I've stitched a couple Blackbird pieces and the borders are very even. So, I just kind of improvised and made it even myself.
Maybe it was on... Did you use 2 strands for the Stitching Social? That makes it stand out.
Yeah. I used... And I charted it, so I could repeat that. Mm-hmm. I kept it in a secret spot.
So it was really nice. So what are you debating on finishing?
So
can you explain it, or you just want to wait?
No, I can explain it. So to finish it, so I went to Michael's yesterday, and I thought, okay, I could either frame it, but I have a frame, but it's like an old school frame that you have to slide it in. It's almost like the kind that's very vintage, where you have to like put the frame. You have to literally, if it was a photo you're putting in, slide the photo in, and there's like into the grooves. And I just don't think I can get it straight enough, and it will look good enough. It's a beautiful frame.
You don't want to snag.
I don't want to snag, and I don't want I'm willing to risk it, but I don't want to just cut it, and then I'm kind of screwed with the size. So I'm kind of like, okay, what am I going to do with that? So I had this brilliant idea, and all my ideas never really come to fruition because I dream them up in my head, and then I think they're way more elaborate than than it can turn out ever to be. But anyways, so I thought I'm going to finish it into a wall hanging and pin it with clothespins onto like a strawberry basket or something like that, or like a
chicken wire.
The thing that I bought has chicken wire on it, and it's kind of like it goes on the wall. It's got it's like an arch with chicken wire and like 3 little pots at the bottom that I could put
strawberries.
You could put strawberries.
Oh, you could put in do you have a collection of vintage tomatoes?
No, but that would look good.
Yeah. We have an aunt that collects.
That would be really cute. Or I have a whole bunch of Valdani floss in the little balls, and I'm probably never going to stitch with Valdani again. So that's a long story for another day. But anyways, so...
That would look cute. Or mix and match.
Yeah, that would be cute.
Because you said it was going to go in your craft room.
Yeah, so, and then I'm going to clothespin it onto the chicken wire. So, I don't know if this is actually going to turn out, and I need to get fabric for this, and I don't want to rush getting fabric because... I want to get the perfect fabric. And it's the same thing with the frames. If I see a frame in New Jersey and I love it, I'll buy the frame and I'll frame it. But we'll see. So as soon as it's done, I'll show you guys what I'm going to do with it. Because I do love it and I want to enjoy it. So.
Well, that's right. Because there's nothing... It's very satisfying when you
finish
a project and then it's on your wall.
I love it.
Because I've got a couple pieces in my main floor and you walk past and you're like... I'm good.
I know. Do you ever look at your stitching and think, oh, I'm such a good cross stitcher?
Well, you made was it in the last Stitch With Us video? You made a joke of, oh, do you ever just go down to your room and just stare at your stuff?
Do you?
Yeah, sometimes when I don't have enough energy. I just sit in my stitchy chair and I
either that or get overwhelmed. Yesterday I was down in my craft room and I'm all overwhelmed by it because...
Yeah, she said she wasn't feeling it. You went a coma yesterday.
Because I have so much stuff. I have scrapbooking stuff.
She does need a better system.
I don't have proper storage. I really need someone, okay, if anybody wants to come and sign themselves up to, organize my craft room, please, I'll take your services. Because I have too much stuff and I don't have a proper storage and
because my whole wall,
so I can't find stuff.
Maybe one day we'll film from that direction. I have a whole wall of built-ins that you can hide all of your crap.
But it's organized.
Organized chaos. Right. But where were we going with this?
I don't know. Just off on a tangent.
We had a point.
I don't know.
Enjoying your stitching on your wall, I think it was. So yeah, it's very satisfying when you can enjoy it because we all have the pile of stuff that we've stitched and we do nothing at. I'm staring at my pile.
But there's nothing wrong with stitching stuff and just to stitch.
Yeah, stitch for the sake of stitching.
And sometimes you don't really have a way of you're gonna finish it because I've left things and not finished them right away. And then I find the perfect frame at a thrift store or I run into something on sale and it's so much more satisfying to do that. And sometimes I get annoyed with certain pieces, so to give them a break and forget about them and then relove them again is also nice. What are you looking at?
Oh, I made some notes I wanted to talk about. from our last video. In our last video, my smoke detector was going off, and quite a few people had given me tips on how to change that. One in particular had said that happened to her, and once she changed the batteries, it stopped.
Oh.
So we have not done that yet, but it's on my list. And then I was also saying about you wanted to have an app for
the books. Yeah, or yes.
Yeah, for all of your cross-stitch stuff. And Katrina had mentioned that Goodreads, the app, which I have downloaded, they also have an option of you can catalog your books. So I'm going to have to check that out.
Hey, could you do that for your patterns?
I don't know. But didn't someone mention a cross-stitch app to you?
Can't remember now. It's been so long, eh? We leave too much time between the videos. Anyways, we should have done that at the beginning. That was... Anyways, it doesn't matter. The questions or whatever.
Yeah. Well, we're just going with it. There's no rules.
There's no rules.
There's no method to what goes on up here.
That's a good
So, you know how we were saying about how she loves Liz from, what's their channel name?
Liz, Country Stitchers.
Country Stitchers.
Yeah.
So I went and I binged watched them all. And I had texted her. I'm like, oh, can I be friends with Liz and Deb too?
Yeah, I think you were on like their second episode.
Yeah, I want to be their friend too.
And I said, of course. Of course you can be friends.
Yeah. And Liz was the one that posted...
But she didn't tell me that she was watching their videos. She just said, can I be friends with Deb and Liz too? And I'm like, of course.
So, it turns out that Liz was the one... Because in our giveaway, we asked people to tell us what their favorite stitch was that they've ever done. And she was the one that was stitching Cardinal Points by LDS. And I have that one.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's a pretty one. That's a nice piece.
Yeah.
So we are going to talk about our new project bags next.
Yes. So we have... So there is a Etsy store. It's called the Blue Door Studio Co. I'm going to show their card because we are Canadian. We have mentioned before. And if you can ever tell from our dialect, I personally say...
I don't think we have an accent, but people...
I don't think so. But
we do
I do say a lot. And that's the only Canadian thing.
Anyways, we got these new awesome
So she's Canadian.
project bags.
And the Blue Door Studio
We'll
Co.
put the information below.
Yes, we're going to put that below. So we both have a project bag.
This is our first project bag.
Yes, and I totally get the obsession and the need to have multiple project bags. She had posted an Instagram story of ones that she was working on with bright fabric.
Did you say she's the blue at the Blue Door Studio Co.
Yeah.
We'll link it below, of course. But
and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to have them in every
they look
color.
awesome.
So this is mine. My project's
and this
in
one
it.
is mine.
So they're matching. So,
but they're different.
But they've taken... I don't think I have stripes on mine, but your...
What's on your inside?
Pins.
And on the inside of mine is spools.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. I get why people need multiple project bags.
And they're very sturdy with good zipper and the clear front. So they fit...
So
what size is Q-Snap? You have the 11.
I've got the 11 by 11 in here. And you know what? Another thing I use too? Like, I leave my stitching out a lot, even though I've got a 3-year-old. And I like to just put this in here to protect it from, like, sticky... like
jam hands?
Jam hands. Like, yeah. So... And then I don't have to really worry about it because like I could wash this bag, right? Like I don't have to really worry about it. But I'm kind of scared about
mine to work and stitching.
It just fits perfect. Everything fits in this bag, and like it's our first bag, and like
first of many. I feel so. Check out her studio. I believe she does zippered pouches and rice bags, which I love. I have a rice bag as well. Yeah. And they are great for cramps. I was having some bed rollers yesterday, and I have a long, narrow one that just fits perfectly. Like you can do it around your head. It's microwavable and freezable with a removable cover. We're like big fans, if you can't tell. Right.
And so she's actually going to be posting more bags on her Etsy site. And because we kind of got a sneak peek of the bags that is coming because she did a story on Instagram about it when she was making them. Yeah, so I can't wait to get another one, and I cannot, and I think everybody needs to get one of these, because sometimes it's nice to try different bags, and, you know, each bag's a little bit different, and this one, like, this one's got such a sturdy zipper on it, and it just fits so much, like, and, like, even with the 11 by 11 Q-snap, like, I still have so much in here that I can put, and the only reason why I don't have, like, all my floss in here right now is because I've got a big honking box with everything in it.
Yeah, she travels here, across town. Like, not even across town, like, across the street. And it's hard when you got to pack up everything, eh? When you have to go, and when you have stitching will travel. So.
Yeah. So these bags are awesome.
Blue Door Studio Co. We highly recommend
it.
And we always support fellow Canadian artists and whatnot.
Absolutely.
So those are our fancy project bags. We'll link it below.
Which brings us to whips, I guess, because they're in our project bags.
You want to go first? Or mine's already out. I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first, because yours is out.
So I'm kicking the bag old school. And
really old school. Where'd you get this magazine?
A lady that my husband used to work with for a while. She was a cross stitcher. I think she had her own cross stitch shop, and she had mentioned it to him, and then he brought it up again, and she's like, "Yeah, I used to have a cross stitch shop, and I cross stitch." Like, kind of like, why is the man asking me about that? He says, "Oh, well, my wife does it as well." So she put together 2 big grocery bags full of stuff for me.
It was really nice of her.
It was really nice, and
so
I saw this.
This
is from the August 1992 Better Homes and Gardens Just Cross Stitch issue. Her name's on it.
I like that stocking on it. A lot of people are doing
stockings.
I don't know. I'm not a stocking person. That's just more to buy for it. More to.
So I don't know why this spoke to me, but I am doing this Big Fat Pig. It's called Country Champions.
Maybe if anybody has these ones.
No, I just want to do the pig.
Oh, you don't want to do the other ones?
Well, I wouldn't be against it, but it's Country Champions, and it does not say the designer of who did it. But August 1992, I don't know why this spoke to me so much. I don't stitch country, at least I haven't stitched anything really country. And I sent a picture of this to her and our mom, and Mom's like, "Are you really going to stitch that pig?" Yes. So, this is
maybe you like the colors in it. I like the pink and the greens. And
I think I relate to the pig.
You relate?
Well, look.
Oh. In case you didn't catch that, she was pointing to the chin.
Look at this big fat pig.
Oh my god.
So that's...
At least you didn't say I look like the pig.
No, that would be rude. So this is my fat pig. And the pig is all done, except his curly tail. His curly
he doesn't have a tail yet.
And it's confetti heavy. That's when you do, like, 4 stitches of one color.
I know what confetti is.
Oh, I'm confirming.
Oh, you're asking. Yeah. It's like you do this and then you go to that. And
yeah, let's stitch for 4 stitches and then not have that color until, like, way...
I don't mind that. I got a good technique.
No? Parking?
Yeah, kind of. But I can't remember too many threads at a time, so...
Yeah. So, this is what I'm working on.
That's adorable. And I haven't seen... We've been using Q-snaps, and I haven't seen, like, a circular frame in a while, like, on your project.
Right, because I love the Q-snap. Well, the 8x8...
What do you think about What do you think about it now that you...
Well, I like... It's hard to hold.
Oh, you like...
Yes. I like the Q-snap is easier for me to hold. But my 8x8 was too small, because I wanted full coverage. I wanted to see all of him. And then the 11 by 11, my piece of fabric is just shy of being able to.
So do you have to move that now for any parts of it, or no?
I probably not.
Yeah.
But
how are you gonna finish it?
I think I have a matching frame that's this, but in a bigger size, and I'm gonna see if he will fit in that.
Cool.
So I am doing this on
a pillow would be cute, but you said you
count.
got lots of pillows.
Right. And I have some new things that I'm going to be doing pillows
in. Okay.
So I'm doing this on a 28 count, and I had 2/2. And I did the 1/1, and it really messes with your head.
I like the gray you picked.
It took like 20 minutes for me to get used to the whole 2/2, and my stitches look giant. So anyway, this is my swine.
I'm surprised that you I think it's so cute.
I couldn't do 1/1 because there's
I saw nice frames
partial.
at Michael's yesterday that would go with that.
There's partial stitches galore in it.
Nice.
So, as I said, I don't know what spoke to me about this. Sometimes you just like what you like, and it's going to be a craft room piece, I think. Yeah. And that's what's been on my hoop. Been taking it to work too, which is nice.
That's nice.
Mental break.
Yeah.
Mental health break.
So
What are you working on?
So I'm stitching the By the Bay needle art around the robin's nest.
This is your first By the Bay, right?
Yep.
Do you have anything else from
I should have taken out the plastic, but you know what? You guys can see it.
Yeah, it works.
That's what I'm doing. And
She's like, I don't like houses. I don't know why I keep choosing these.
I said to her last night on the phone or the night before, I said, you know what? I keep saying I don't like stitching houses.
I think you do.
I think I do. Like,
or maybe you like the finished product of the houses. Maybe is that it?
Well, I really like robins, and I really like Michelle Bendy Stitchy, and this pattern is from her, from her destashing on Instagram. So and it only calls for, I didn't know this at the time when I bought it, for 4 weeks dye work. So I'm using the DMC and Weeks Dye Works, 4 weeks dye works. I'm using everything called for. I'm not changing any. And that's not like me. Like, I like to change.
Oh, sorry, you were just saying 2 weeks.
4. Sorry, 4 weeks dye works. So
I'm not paying attention.
So I'm
gushing over. I really like it.
I would have liked to change some of the houses, but you know what? I just wanted to stitch mindlessly and just do it. And on a piece this big, I find it hard to change the colors. But anyways.
I like that the bird is the same size as the house.
I know. And then I just had a revolution last night because I've been stitching like on crazy. Like, okay, so it's called Around the Robin's Nest.
He's getting excited.
I'm getting so passionate. Okay, so Around the Robin's Nest. And maybe like people clued in like right away to this, but like it was like after.
Robins in it?
Well, because there's a robin in the middle there's a robin around the robin's nest.
There you go. Now, is the robin's eggs one of the specialty classes? That'd be nice.
Yeah.
So show them. Have you showed it?
No. Sorry. Keeping you in suspense. So I just put on the 11 by 11 Q snap.
I personally like the 11 by 11. No, it's 8 by 8 I like.
I like 8 by 8, yeah.
Because it's easy to hold. Except, did you watch Felicity Stitch's latest video, the packing video?
Yes.
Jen's? She was talking, and now I have to go back and look at Organic Grannies. Did you see her lap stand?
Yes. It's a Lowry, isn't it?
No, I don't know.
No, it's not. You're right.
She told it what it was, and she had referenced Organic Granny's video that talks about it. I think I need to go and watch that video. Now you think you need a lap stand? Because it holds the Q snaps.
I know, and it's meant to do it at the table, right?
Well,
I know. We got to go watch that.
Table, she said.
Do you want to watch this after that?
Maybe. Because now I feel...
Another thing that... Oh, we could buy that in New Jersey. Yes. I wonder how much they're worth.
Where do you buy them? Online?
I don't even know.
That's our first...
So we haven't done any research. This is live, real life, people. We haven't even done any research. Because it holds.
Because she talked about it, and she disassembles it.
Yeah, I know, and it goes so nice into her bag.
And it holds.
That was a fun video, Jen.
Yeah, we could relate to it. Because I started, I think 3 weeks ago, my lists.
There we go. There it is.
So I can relate. We're looking forward to meeting you too, Jen.
Yeah. I don't know if she watches us, but we watch her.
Doesn't matter.
We'll meet her. So, that's what I'm working on.
I haven't even seen
it. And I've been wanting to start my long dog.
She keeps talking about this.
Oh, I've been wanting to start it, but the reason why I keep lamenting over it is because do I do it 1/1? I've never stitched 1/1, and do I do a big long? Like, is that really stupid to do a long dog 1/1? Like, yeah, that's stupid.
No, with the right fabric, it's great. Because I did 1/1 on the strawberries, loved it. Tried doing it for my sheep. The round pillow I did not work. So I think it depends on the fabric.
Yeah. So, and then I've got so many other things that I want. And which leads us into another topic. How am I going to finish it? In a frame.
Okay, what topic?
Our topic is I don't know why I always do this, but I'm always shaming myself and telling myself, oh, I'm losing my mind. I'm buying all these things. I'm losing my mind. Oh my gosh, I've lost my mind again. You know, like I shouldn't be spending any money, but then yet I shop.
Justification.
Right. And I don't know why I do that to myself, because I find so much joy in thinking and shopping and planning and stashing and looking at my stash, and I find so much joy in the whole process of it. It's worth every penny. But I've done a lot of shopping. But you guys have to see it because you're going to love it. You're going to love my shopping. Okay.
I love it.
Well, and this is only a partial of it because there's more coming, because the attic is now in my backyard. The attic in, I think, Arizona, right? Yeah. Needlework shop is now in my backyard, or on my phone every minute of the day. So I'm always shopping for more. There's a whole package coming for us.
Have you, speaking of which, have you looked to see if your card was charged?
No. I don't really care.
Well, I'm dying to know. I don't like waiting for things.
So I went on to 123 Stitch because I needed one color of floss. I needed Carrot by Weeks Dye Works. I can hear something. Is that your cat? Anyways, I needed this, okay? And like no floss can travel alone. We all know that, right?
Yes.
So then,
what color is that? It's really pretty.
Carrot.
Oh, yeah.
For a project that I was obsessed about kitting up, and I haven't even had time to start. My Stony Creek collection, the big panel, the big thing that I'm going to do. You know what I'm talking about. I've showed it lots of times because I've been slowly kitting it up obsessively.
Did you get all pieces for that?
What?
Did you have all that whole series?
Yeah. I'm totally ready to stitch it. Like, so like I looked at that and I'm
What's
like,
that?
You haven't seen it?
Oh, yes, I have.
Here Lies My Needles by Shakespeare's Peddler. I had to have that. And everybody's seen this, you know. I'm just going to go through these quickly, but
yeah, I was watching Teresa's video just before you came in.
I bought some DMC that I needed for some patterns that I got, because 123 Stitch, you can, you know, everybody knows you can, if you don't have the colors, you can just click on them and add them to your shopping cart. Super easy to spend. And I got a Jardin Privé pattern. What's it called? Patchwork. Do something. Patchwork. Bought that. And like, I don't even know if I'm gonna stitch this. Like, I love it. I don't even know. Okay. Very impulsive. Okay. So, hands-on designs.
You could put little
mend.
You would put those in
I
the
love
little
this.
slots.
And like, I've never finished a pincushion like this, but I've got big dreams. So, I'm gonna do that.
Shoot high.
Yeah.
Aim high.
Aim high. I've got,
This is cute. Everything's cute.
oh my god.
We overuse the word cute.
Amy Loves Toads was stitching this, and I
Here's the best name.
Yeah, and Amy, I couldn't wait to get this. Mice in a Sewing
Her voice
Room.
just cracked like a 12-year-old.
Yeah, Mice in a Sewing Room by Brenda Gervais. Like,
and you got all
adorable.
The fancy stuff.
Everybody's seen this, but like, and I've got, I won't show you, but I got all this floss to do it, all the kitted up floss.
Yeah, this, I'm really excited, and I'm going to do it with her, if not for the Royal Sal or not. I don't know, because I've got the butterflies coming from...
Well, that'd be kind of nice if you do something separate. You maybe could do this after.
Yeah, but I really like it. It's so cute.
Right. So this is the Royal Wedding Sal, because of the Royal Wedding in May. Mm-hmm. Is somebody messaging us?
We both got the message at the same time.
I don't know. Okay, so here's a Madame Chantilly pattern. Oh, careful. Earthquake. Halloween Royal Family. And I saw this on Instagram, I'm sure. Or, you know, Stitch Mania, some force of enablement. And I had to have it right away. I'm like, oh my god, those little bug eyes and those little...
They're so cute. I call them the pumpkin heads. Even though they're not just a pumpkin head.
I love it. And I love how it's finished here with the, like, side piece of fabric and lace. Like, I just love it. Had to have it.
So cute. I'm gonna
so then, like, I'm like, well, let's see what else 123 Stitch has.
She went down the rabbit hole.
I went down the rabbit hole. So I got a Prairie Schooler, because, you know, Pam stitched this from Just Keep Stitching.
That little chickadee's cute. Is it all of them?
Yeah, all 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's a reprint, because it's in plastic. But I got the pattern now, just in case I want to stitch it, because I love it. Oh, that was an extra thing. Oh, yeah, that was an extra thing. Oh, yeah. So then I'm like, oh, I saw, Nell from Little Yellow House something.
Stitcher?
Yeah, Nell. Everybody knows Nell. I think she was stitching vintage eggs. I think. I'm not sure. Like, I can't even be sure. Like, I just see things and I just have to have them. I don't even know who was the source, but vintage eggs. I had to have it. I'd like to get folk eggs too.
And I thought they were one and the same, but they're
like not. I didn't go looking for vintage eggs. I went to Prairie Schooler and went through all the Prairie School patterns.
In our jersey on my list is a Prairie Schooler Halloween one. I don't know which one.
You need to see them.
I need that in my life.
You need that in your life, yeah. Signs of Spring. I needed this in my life, right? Like, I needed that in my life. And, like, I love Prairie Schooler patterns. They're just really, I mean, they're dense stitching, but I don't even know when I'm going to stitch this, obviously, but I've got big dreams. And Just Hatched, another Prairie Schooler.
I like that they give you the egg template.
Yeah, the egg template. But yeah, love that. And then, like, got that order in the mail, and then I went to the stitching store again, because, like, I always have to go.
She asked me, was it this time or was it the time before? Can you take tomorrow off and come to the stitching store?
Yeah, because Mom wanted to pick her framed thing up.
I'm like, no, I can't. But thank you for asking.
Can you take a weekday off and come to the stitching store?
It was like Wednesday.
She said no. But I went anyways. And I got this pattern. Summer Splendor. Mini summer pattern by the Sunflower Seed.
I have something from them.
Do you?
I think they're the one that did the happy birthday I have.
Oh, maybe. I saw that and I'm like, sold. Mm-hmm. And then this pattern, which I've been eyeing up for a long time, it's an Ink Circles pattern, and it's Tombstone Monkeys.
Oh, you do have that.
I told you.
I know.
That's it there. And I keep seeing it. I'm like, oh, that's not really my style. But every time I go, I look, I read it, and I laugh. And I'm like, oh, I gotta have it. And then I'm like, no, I'm not going to buy it. But I bought it.
$5.
I was weak. $5, yeah. And this pattern, the Prairie Schooler Rabbit Run. Oh my gosh, I had to have this. And I saw it.
I don't think I actually have seen these. Because didn't you go after our Stitch With Us video?
Yeah.
That's why. I've never seen these. Because that's really nice. That's totally you.
Yeah. Another Prairie Schooler. And they use DMC floss, which is like totally economical. And like I can pull these out of my stash and start one that day. Right? And then I got my favorite Bowen 28 needles. Right? Because, you know, my needles tarnish. And
Oh, you bought one of those. That's good.
I got a fabric gauge. And I'm not really sure how to use it. But I think it's going to change my life. So, well, I know how to use it. There's instructions on it, and it's pretty self-explanatory. So, that's going to change my life. Because I have some fabric that isn't labeled.
Yes.
And
our ILNS is notorious for not writing what it is.
Yeah, or you forget what it is. Like, sometimes in the moment,
yeah, that's
don't
totally
worry about it,
us.
I'm going to know.
We need to tell you to do that.
Or I've cut off a piece of something I've stitched, and I forget what it is. So, anyways, that's going to change my life.
I also need to start writing what projects I buy things for. Because I think the fabric that I'm doing my swine on was for my Nora Corbett Christmas tree. But I can't be 100% sure.
And then I went on the Canadian Buy and Sell group, and a lovely lady named Kathy was selling some patterns. And a whole bunch of Mirabilias, and I don't typically stitch Mirabilias, but
You've been looking for this.
I've been looking for this.
It's been her unicorn for a while.
It's been my unicorn for a while. That's right. Giggles in the Snow. What is it called? Giggles in the Snow. Yeah. And I got a fantastic deal on it. And
that's spoke to, because we both stitched Touching the Autumn Sky, and our mom had that pattern. And that's where we got it from.
Is that what it's called? Touching the Autumn Sky?
Yes.
I always call it Girl in a Swing.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
And she had printed off Giggles in the Snow and put it in...
Yeah, like something she wanted to get.
In the bag, because she had liked it.
And then I fell in love with the picture that she I don't know.
One's a boy, one's a girl, right?
Yeah, one's a boy, one's a girl. And this is, oh, I already looked. What's the year? I want to say it's like 1997 or something.
What's
1997.
Where did you get it from? Where's the store sticker from?
Because You Count.
In New Brunswick.
Yeah.
Wonder if they're still there.
I don't know. To look them up. Well, it's not like I'm going to New Brunswick, but... So anyways, I would love to go. Like that, I would love to go shopping.
Put a little cute little post-it on it too.
Yeah. I hope you enjoy the pattern, Kathy. So I bought that.
She's going to.
Like, I have to live to 100 to stitch all these things I keep buying. It's part of the fun. It's the collection. I love to collect
Never
things.
know what you're going to be in the mood for.
That's
I
right.
love now seeing everybody's plans for Stitch Mania.
Because it's giving me more shopping ideas.
It's just so cool. And I was watching Pam and Steph's special edition video.
Oh, yeah, I saw that this morning.
And she's doing the We Turned Back a Fuse Was Us from Prairie Schooler, which I have as well.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah. Who's doing it?
Steph.
Steph's doing it?
Yeah. She loves the Wizard of Oz like I do.
So we have a whole package coming to us from the attic in Arizona.
Because they're weird patterns. They're dirt cheap. And they're things that you're not going to find. Like the one with the big smile on it, like the big mouth I got. We'll show you.
Yeah, we'll go through and show you.
It's just
I debated not showing all my haul because I thought maybe people don't really want to see it. Maybe people don't really... Like, I'm not bragging about what I bought. I just think it's so cool. I just want to show the world what I bought, right?
I like seeing what people are
buying.
buying.
You like seeing what people bought? Me too. I like seeing because then I'm like, oh, I write that on my wish list, right?
Because I like seeing what people... Not that people need to fit in a box and only stitch one type, but I like looking at different types of stitching. And I'm all over the place. Like, I got Courtney Collection Nightmare because of McKenna, and that was out of my wheelhouse. I'm doing a country swine, like...
Yeah.
So I like seeing different things. I like the Rainbow Road that a lot of people are doing it, and someone on the Canadian Buy and Sell was selling it, but it was just too dense stitching for me. Rainbow Road.
That's the thing. Sometimes I like a pattern, but I have to stop and think because I have to really think about whether or not I'm going to stitch it because if there's lots of back stitching, I've learned I don't like that, and you know your tastes do change.
But someone who really does know for sure that they want to stitch it.
Yeah.
And not collect.
Yeah.
Although there's nothing wrong with collecting, we do it. But
yeah,
we collect things that we would stitch, and our tastes are very similar. We've mentioned it before that we will.
Like I'm going to stitch
anything. Your pumpkin heads.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to stitch it with me.
Yeah. Yeah. So it might be a start for me, but maybe not a royal sow. So that leads us to our giveaway winners. So we did a random comment generator.
Can we show
times 2
what we were giving away?
Yes. Thank you all who entered, and it was
again,
really
this was
good.
Because we've got over 1,000 subscribers.
Yes.
This is a big thank you to everybody, but to 2 people. So Country Cottage Needlework Simply Vintage, that pattern, and there was Tiny Modernist.
Now she just started her own Flosstube channel, so definitely check her out. Yep. She is another Canadian designer. Again, we support Canadians. Mm-hmm. We support everybody. But we have a lot of American and international subscribers, so we're just bringing a little bit of Canada too.
Yeah. So we both stitched these patterns. We love them. And we want to pass them on to 2 people that wanted to stitch them. So what we did was I went to... we're new at this, right? So I went to Random Generator, whatever it's called, and you put the URL in it, and then it's like all the different things.
And it just so happens she did it once.
Yeah, because I'm like, well, how are we going to do this?
And she did it a second time, and we got a Blackbird winner. So
yeah, so
without further ado,
tell
who won yours.
So who won mine? Adelaide Cottage. Shauna, you won this.
Woohoo!
Yay! So happy to send it to you, and
yep.
Who won yours?
So, the winner of Blackbird is Jeannie Wilcox.
Yeah.
I really hope I'm spelling I'm saying your name right. Jeannie Wilcox.
Yeah. So, we'll make a comment on your comment to our video.
How are we going to find them?
We're going to say...
You contact us. You send us a message so that we can get your address.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, Adelaide Cottage or Jeannie Wilcox... Send us a message on this video.
We'll try to find your comment.
Yeah. Well, I have Shauna's address.
Oh, you have her address. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was really good. So, Jeannie, I need yours.
Yeah.
So let me know where you live.
So, that's it.
Mm-hmm. So we're at 44 minutes.
That's like really good. And we did a lot of rambling.
It's not even 5 yet. So I think we might do a Stitch With Us afterwards.
Yeah.
And we'll do it separately in case that's not your jam.
Yeah. So we're going to stop the video, put some of our stuff away, and get our stitching out and do like a
Maybe
stitch
a snack.
Ooh, what do you have?
I don't know. I'm trying to be healthy. So I'm making my own trail mix.
Oh, I'm not like... Anyways.
What would you bring?
Nothing.
There you go.
So, yeah,
Anything
so let's
else
go
to
stitching. And go check out the Blue Door Studio. Go check out, she's got some more bags coming up. And
we promise we won't buy them all.
Yeah, we promise.
Well,
although promise, no promise.
Promise, no promise.
Yeah, promise, no promise. So.
And she'll ship anywhere, I think.
Yes, she will.
But
I think.
It'll say.
I can't speak for her, but.
Check on Etsy.
Yeah.
I'm all about the Etsy now. I've got my favorites. Only a few right now because, well, just only a few. I've got Blue Door Studio Co.
Because you're reining yourself in.
Yeah. Lollipop Stitches. I should be getting my needle.
Oh yeah, you should be getting it. Did you check the mail on Friday?
Yeah, there's nothing.
Okay. We'll ramble in our stitch with us if you care for that.
If you care for that.
So
happy Sunday.
Yeah.
And hopefully it's beautiful here. We finally have spring. It snowed 2 weeks ago here, which was unacceptable.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really bad. That's really unacceptable. It's starting to get nicer.
I think it's finally sprung.
Yeah.
So, that's it. Happy stitching.
Have a great day, everybody. Bye.
Happy stitching.
Happy stitching.